On this episode of Rare Finds, we'll take a look at an interesting watch that didn't get a lot of attention as it should have from Breitling in the early 2000s. The model that I'm bringing to your attention today on Rare Finds is the Breitling SuperOcean Steelfish XL. But the interesting model, the 44 millimeter blue dial. Today on Rare Finds. So let's dive in. Looking at this amazing SuperOcean Steelfish XL blue dial. All stainless steel, including the bezel. You can see that the bezel has stamped indices. That beautiful blue dial. 2,000 meters or 6,600 feet worth of depth. It's a chronometer movement. Beautiful case design. Screw down crown with a B logo. The watch is no short of stampings and markers to let you know this is an impressive tool watch. Here you can see that even the folding clasp carries the name Breitling, registered design, manufactured in Switzerland. Just a really impressive watch. They spared no expense here. Even the beautiful winged Breitling logo on the clasp here. Taking a look at the linkage and the bracelet. I mean, there are some amazing videos on YouTube that just go in depth about the craftsmanship associated to Breitling bracelets. Overall watches, but highly impressed with the design that they have here. Pulling back forward, you've got a sunburst blue kind of dial here. Now this is the last version of this model where they moved to the arrow tip for the seconds hand. You've got your 12, your 6, and your 9, and then your circular kind of dot indices that are loomed. And pretty impressive loom here. I'm just doing some quick adjustments to the date. It is, again, a screw down crown. It's got a 2-point position. You can kind of see there. It takes a little bit of effort to screw it back down in. That rotating bezel, beautiful click action. Does have another marker at the 12 o'clock that also gives a little bit of loom there for you. But just really impressive. It's not loose or wobbling at all when you're rotating that bezel. You do feel its heft and you do feel its weight. It takes a little bit of effort to kind of set it. Kind of letting you see a little bit of how that light hits that dial. Just a very well made, impressive piece. Now, taking a chance to actually put it on the wrist, and I don't know about you, I like to wear my watch is pretty snug, very up close to between the wrist and the hand here, so bear with me here. But because of the top head kind of weight of the watch, I like to have it pretty snugged, and you do feel it. You do feel this watch, but I mean, it's a diver's watch and it's made to do what it's supposed to, so just very clean on the wrist. Like I said, very snug. Now, the price point of this watch has varied quite a bit over the years and actually has went up. I remember acquiring my watch just maybe a few years ago, and I was able to get it pre-owned on the market from a dealer who was selling the watch under the sub 2000s. Taking a look here on Chrono 24, you can see that price point has went up a little bit. You're seeing ranges everything from the very low 2000s to about mid 2000s. And to be honest with you, it's just going to kind of depend on what you're looking for. Are you looking for it on a bracelet? Are you looking for it with a rubber strap? And depending on what the seller has, you just need to do your research and take a take time to figure out what's right for you. I'm definitely the one that says, hey, impulse purchases can lead to errors and lead to problems. So definitely take your time with it. Now jumping back to a little bit of a wrist shot here, just kind of showing you, even though it's a pretty hefty watch, it does work its way under the cuff, which is pretty awesome. Just some beautiful shots with some natural light coming in. Although it's a hefty watch coming in at 44 millimeters, it's still a very versatile watch. The blue goes well with any type of style of dress. You can dress down, you can dress up, and I think it still can fit the style or taste that you're looking for. Here I'm wearing jeans with a button-up multicolored shirt, and I just think the watch complements my attire pretty well. I think you'll enjoy it as well. One interesting site to take a look at also to help you in deciding for your purchases, to look at watchcharts.com. Now, WatchCharts is not a sponsor of this video. I don't have any type of contractual relationship with them. However, just looking at their sites, I'm out here learning, trying to figure out how to make the best decision possible. WatchCharts provides a lot of interesting information. There's a number of categories that they try to incorporate when trying to do some analysis on a watch. Everything from what's in the market today that you could purchase right now from a number of different sites, eBay's, Chrono24's. They even offer an opportunity to do listings on their site. They will give you some historical data, what has been sold in the last year from the sites that they're monitoring, what those price points look like, which I think is really interesting when you're trying to figure out what makes sense for you when you're trying to acquire your watch. Give you some dates and some sales history information. Now, this right now is kind of the free information, but I will tell you they do offer an opportunity to get a little bit more granular, and that's where you would actually pay for what I would call a little bit more of a subscription-based access to information. But general information, you can get into the model specifics. So here they talk about the case size of the watch at 44 millimeters, the thickness at 16, giving you some general information about the lug width and so forth. So it's a pretty interesting site. Definitely worth taking a look. I mean, take it for what it's worth, unless you decide to go ahead and do a subscription and get more granular into the data that they have here. But I think it's a pretty interesting site that's worth looking for. So, well, this concludes our first episode of Rare Finds. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. If you like this video, please subscribe. It truly does help to grow our community. We have more videos and content coming your way each week that you don't want to miss. If you're a Breitling fanboy, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this model, so add a comment. Or if you have a watch that's your rare find, I would love to know more about it. Drop a comment at the end. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching.